So I was just thinking about how the world has changed so much and how it's continuing to rapidly change. There's new technology dropping like every hour now, and what you can do to take advantage of it or how you can adapt to this current time that we're in. So one thing that I was talking to a close friend of mine, and I was telling him that, hey, you have to be able to be cognizant and recognize that you lack an area, a scope of knowledge, and to be able to go devour that knowledge and become a knowledge connoisseur, so that then you can tie that piece of knowledge you have with the existing knowledge that you have, and you compound it until it becomes seamless to be able to create new paradigms. And he didn't really get what I was saying, and the era that we're in is very different than previous eras because it's one that lacks more knowledge capital and intellectual capital than I think anything else, and also the ability to execute on the capital of the knowledge that you have acquired, right? So those who are able to, one, not stop learning, expand growth into new paradigms, and be able to tie them into existing paradigms of knowledge, and be able to execute on something that's nuanced, different, something that scales in their level of comprehension, right? And I just think that, people aren't really getting that. Your labor is becoming less and less resourceful or valuable in the marketplace because you have new paradigms that are coming in, right? Such as robotics and artificial intelligence, as you guys probably know. So soon, the thinkers are going to be highly valued because those are the ones that are going to be able to shift and create new paradigms as many times over as they need to be able to adapt to the current existing paradigm that's shifting. So I say this to say that I have a solution for people who don't understand the kind of era that we're in, and that is for you to be able to specialize in one particular skill set and generalize in multiple different skill sets, right? And so once you mastered one skill set, you get to a level 3 of the 5 stages of skills hierarchy. So which would be the second stage of intermediary before the tertiary stage of intermediary, and then before you get to the expert stage. So when you get to that third stage, you'll be able to at least be a generalist within that particular paradigm or that knowledge vertical. And then you can, if your specialization gets eradicated through this emerging technological landscapes, you can shift into a new, you can shift into one of your generalizations and turn that into a specialization, if that makes sense. So say, for instance, if you have a specialization in plumbing, but generalization in carpentry. So when, say, for instance, the plumbing, I'm just making a very simple example. It's probably not the best example, but say plumbing gets eradicated and then you're you're decent enough in carpentry and your plumbing's been eradicated, you can then shift into carpentry and then maximize that skill set to make it your new specialization, and still having other generalizations in your bag, such as maybe coding or knowing personal training and things of this nature. And this is basically what you have to do to be able to survive in this new paradigm that we're in. So yeah.